When you stand before the mirror and look at yourself, who is truly on the other side? Is it you, or is it a detached entity, silently counting every breath you take? You do not carry this physical frame, rather. You are a lifelong prisoner within it. Within every heartbeat lies the subtle imprint of an unseen hand. We are not truly living, we are simply forgetting to perish each day. The hand that has drawn countless souls through the tides of eternity may, at this very moment, be standing still, very close to your being. Azrael. The name itself brings a chill to the heart. But have you ever imagined the solitude of that messenger? An existence covered in countless eyes, and one of those eyes, at this very moment, is gazing at you without blinking. Why is it necessary for you to know this truth today? Because as you experience these words, perhaps a leaf bearing your name has already drifted down from a celestial tree unknown to you. When he was first brought into existence, he was draped in a veil of light so intense that even the highest angels could not endure its sight. He is not merely a force, he is an eternal stillness. When the Creator formed him, he was given a weight of responsibility that no other creation in the universe was willing to bear. The human mind lacks the capacity to envision his true form. If you could see him, you would see a being of countless wings whose presence reaches from the deepest depths to the edges of the divine throne. If all the waters of the world's oceans were poured upon him, they would not be enough to touch a single fiber of his being. Yet the most mysterious and profound aspect of his form is that multitude of eyes. Millions upon millions of eyes are spread across his being. Beneath each eye burns a lamp. For every human, every unseen spirit, every creature, even the smallest life dwelling in the darkness of the earth, there is a specific eye and a light of grace assigned upon him. That specific eye is looking at you right now. Right when you laugh, he does not blink. When you make plans for the coming year, he gazes steadily at the span of your existence. When you are alone, engaged in hidden transgressions, that one eye among millions observes you with total detachment. On the day the lamp of your name is extinguished, that specific eye on his form closes forever. It is in that moment he understands someone's time has reached its end. He possesses 4 distinct countenances: in front, behind, above, and below. When the time comes to reclaim the souls of the defiant, he reveals a terrifying aspect that would cause the very core of one's being to shatter. But for the devoted, he reveals a radiant face, the sight of which brings an indescribable peace. Departure does not happen suddenly. It is not an abrupt accident. The preparation for your exit begins long before. High above, this silent craftsmanship of the end begins in the heavens. To the right of the divine throne, at the boundary of the ultimate garden, stands a majestic tree. The scale of this tree is beyond imagination. Its leaves are beyond counting. On every leaf is inscribed the name of a person and the name of their father. When exactly 40 days remain of a person's life, by the command of eternity, a dry leaf falls from that tree. The leaf drifts through the celestial air and lands directly in the palm of the messenger of death. After the leaf falls, he reads the name. As he reads, his countenance becomes solemn. He sends word to the bringer of sustenance to cease this person's provisions. Their nourishment in this world is no more. Azrael then receives the records of that person's deeds and the location of their soul. Consider this scene. An announcement is made among the angels in the heavens that such a person is now counted among the dead. Yet, on earth, that person is still living. They might be making a shopping list, dreaming of building a new home, or printing invitations for a wedding next month. They have no idea that the leaf bearing their name has already fallen. During these 40 days, Azrael watches them with a specific gaze. It is described that the messenger of death looks into the homes of people 5 times every day, particularly during the times of prayer. He sees what we are doing. When he finds us immersed in wrongdoing, lost in distractions, or neglecting our spiritual obligations, he says with deep sorrow, "O child of Adam, how heedless you are! I am standing at your door, while you are lost in the colorful dreams of this world." The departure of a persistent wrongdoer is a state so heavy that it is difficult to describe. When their final moment arrives, the veil over their eyes is torn away. they see the room filled with entities. But these are no ordinary beings, they are the messengers of reckoning. Their presence is as dark as charcoal. Their eyes burn like blue fire, and they appear with a terrifying ferocity. They carry the instruments of torment and garments of ultimate dishonor. At that moment, Azrael arrives in his most formidable form. A dark energy emanates from him. He stands at the head of the dying person and issues a command so powerful that the soul attempts to flee deep within the body out of terror. The soul believes that by hiding within the physical frame, it can escape. It seeks refuge in the furthest extremities and the deepest folds of the mind. Then begins the agonizing process of the soul being forcibly unraveled. A metaphor is given. Imagine a metal rod covered in sharp hooks being pulled through wet, tangled wool. Just as the fibers are shredded and torn away, the soul of the denier is ripped from the nerves, the senses, and the very foundations of the body. The person tries to scream, but no sound escapes. The eyes roll back. The limbs stiffen. Once the soul is extracted, it emits a presence as foul as decaying remains. Azrael hands the soul over to the messengers of punishment, who carry it toward the heavens amidst condemnation, but the gates of the sky are closed against it forever. Now, let the scene change. Observe the faithful servant who lived their life in awe of the divine, staying away from darkness. When their time approaches, messengers also arrive, but their faces are as bright as the sun. They carry silken shrouds from paradise and celestial fragrances. They sit around the believer with honor and respect as far as the eye can see. Then comes the messenger of death, but this time, he does not come in a terrifying form. He arrives like a most compassionate friend, with a beautiful and serene countenance. He sits by the believer's head and offers a greeting of peace in a tender voice. He says, "Peace be upon you, O friend of the divine. Peace be upon you." Then he says, "O tranquil soul, do not fear. I have come to take you to the one you used to worship. Come toward the forgiveness of your Allah. Come toward the gardens of peace." Just as a child in a mother's arms leaps toward her voice, the soul of the believer yearns to leave the body upon hearing the name of the divine. It is described that just as water flows smoothly from the mouth of a jar, the believer's soul glides out of the body without pain. As the soul leaves, the room is filled with a fragrance beyond any earthly perfume. The angels wrap the soul in silken cloth with ultimate care. The angels of the heavens gather in ranks to welcome it. Every gate of the sky is opened, and the divine declares, "Inscribe the name of this servant among the honored in the highest reaches." We think of Azrael as being without mercy, but did you know that even this messenger of Allah wept while performing his duty? He, too, has emotions, but he keeps them suppressed beneath the weight of divine command. Once, the Almighty asked him, "O messenger of death, in all these years you have taken the lives of millions. Have you ever felt pity for anyone? Have you ever wept?" Azrael lowered his head and said, "Yes, my Allah. Twice I felt a deep sorrow." The Almighty asked, "When?" Azrael replied, "Once, a great ship was shattered in a storm in the middle of the ocean. Everyone on that ship perished, except for one mother who clung to a wooden plank, holding her newborn child to her chest. Surrounded by turbulent waves and hunger, there was only that helpless mother and child. At that moment your command came to take the mother's life. O Allah, I cannot forget that scene. That innocent child was nursing at its mother's breast when I took her life, and the child remained there upon its mother's lifeless form alone, helpless, in the middle of the sea. Looking at that child, my heart was breaking. I wept bitterly, but I did not have the courage to disobey your command." The divine then said, "O Azrael, do you know what happened to child? I commanded the waves to bring him to the shore. I nurtured him and raised him, and that child grew up to be Nimrod, the one who eventually denied me." This event teaches that behind every divine command, there lies a profound mystery that even Azrael does not immediately understand. He is but a servant of the command. Time will continue to flow. When the earth becomes exhausted under the weight of transgression, the command will be given to dissolve the universe. The Almighty will instruct He will sound the trumpet. With the first blast, a cataclysmic trembling will begin throughout the cosmos. That trembling is no ordinary earthquake. The earth will cast out everything hidden within its depths. Massive mountains will be uprooted and soar. They will drift through the air like carded, colored wool. The waters of the oceans will begin to boil and eventually ignite into fire. The heavens will be rent asunder. The light of the sun and moon will be extinguished. The stars will fall away. Humanity will run in a state of madness. Fear will cause the natural order to collapse. No one will look at another. Everyone will only ask, what is happening today? Finally, all will become still, because no one is left alive. The earth is now a vast silence. No existence remains except for the Creator and a few specific messengers. The Almighty knows all. Yet He will hold a conversation. He will ask, O messenger of death, who remains from my creation? Azrael will humbly reply, O Allah of the worlds, you are the ever-living. Now only Jibreel, Mikaeel, Israfil, and the angels who bear your throne remain alive, and this humble servant of yours remains. Then the Almighty will command, with a solemn voice, take the lives of Jibreel and Mikaeel. Imagine for a moment, Jibreel, whose single wing could displace nations, will not be exempt today. When the messenger of death approaches him, he will fall in prostration out of awe. For the divine, as his vast form yields, it will be as if a great star has fallen from the heavens. Then Mikaeel, who is responsible for sustenance, will also pass. The two great pillars of the heavens are now still. The Almighty will ask again, who remains now? Azrael will say, Israfil and the bearers of your throne remain. The divine command will come. Take the lives of Israfil and the throne bearers. The trumpet will fall from Israfil's hand. He will transition into the final sleep. The most overwhelming sight will be the end of the throne bearer. As they pass while trembling in awe of the divine, the sound of their falling would make the universe shake once more. There were anyone left to hear it. Now there is no one. The entire universe is empty. Only two entities remain, the Almighty and Azrael. Now comes that ultimate moment. The Almighty will ask again, O messenger of death, who remains? Azrael will then realize that his own time has reached its end. He will say while trembling, O merciful and mighty Allah, there is no one but you. Only this lowly servant of yours remains. There is no one else. My Allah, no one else. The Almighty will then say, you are my creation, and I have decreed that every created being must taste death. Therefore, you, too, must die. With this divine command, the process of Azrael's own extraction begins. He who took the lives of millions for so long today, he feels the agony of the soul leaving the frame within his own being. He will struggle between the heavens and the earth, unable to endure the intensity. He will let out a cry so piercing that if all the creatures of the heavens and earth were alive, they would perish instantly from the sound of his laugh. Just before the end, he will say, Oh, Allah, if I had known that the separation of the soul was this difficult, I would have shown even more mercy and gentleness when taking the lives of the faithful. Forgive me. Finally, the messenger who reclaimed countless lives will himself become still. Death itself is now dead. In the universe, there is now a profound, absolute silence. Not a single pulse of life anywhere. No sun, no moon, no wind, no sound. An overwhelming emptiness. The Elohoth, the worlds, will then gather the heavens and the earth into his hand of power. He will look upon this dissolved universe and ask with a voice of thunder, whose is the kingdom today? Where are those arrogant kings? Where is the Pharaoh who claimed to be the highest alive? Where are the rulers of today who claimed superpower status? There is no one to answer. Their remains have merged with the dust. No answer will come. Then the Almighty will answer his own question. It belongs to Allah, the One, the Irresistible. This state will last for thousands of years. During this long span, the Almighty alone will reign. Azrael, whose name made kings tremble, was not spared. Will our temporary frames, our power, And our blue-tinted arrogance not also turn to dust one day. Today or tomorrow, we must wear that white shroud. We must remain alone in that dark chamber of the earth where our only companion will be our deeds. Time is running out. Hold your breath for a moment and reflect. Has the leaf already fallen from the tree?